Give God all the credit. These were the powerful words of conviction that guided Leonard Wulf throughout his remarkable business career as well as his family and community life. History frequently reflects on empire-building entrepreneurs for inspiration. Leonard Wulf was one of those inspiring empire builders. Most would not identify a rural Midwest farming county with an empire, but in Stevens County, rural Minnesota, an empire builder did live. He was a salt of the earth, gentle, honest man. He bucked all the stereotypes for the means and ways to success. His success motto was, "You can get everything out of life you want if you just help enough people get what they want." Leonard Wulf came to Morris, Minnesota with an 8th grade education and scant resources. For more than half a century, he built an empire on vision, innovation, hard work, and his own sterling character. This man became internationally known while staying rooted to the earth, his God, his family, and his business choice. That business choice? Wulf Limousine Farms, the home of good doin' cattle. In the beginning, the empire of 1949 included 1 beef cow, 1 milk cow, 7 chickens, 27 sheep, a hard-working and supportive wife, Violet, and a partner in farming, Paul Fair. By 1955, Leonard and Vi were the sole owners of a small piece of land in Stevens County. 50 years later, in 2002, he managed an operation with 800 purebred limousine cows, 6,000 head in the feedlot, and 6,500 acres of cropland. Internationally, Wulf Farms is one of the most recognized seed stock programs in the world. Seed stock operations are considered genetic suppliers, and genetic improvement is seen as a key focus. Marketable products for seed stock producers include purebred or registered bulls, cows, heifers, semen, and embryos. The quality of Wulf cattle exported and after-sale services promoted the limousine breed in the important international market. Wulf genetics forms the nucleus of herds on 5 continents. The first annual Wulf Opportunity Auction Sale was held at the Wulf Farms in April 1989 and each year since. It brings customers from all over the world, nationally and internationally.
The gentleman that I'd like to introduce to you today that started this great program has been a member of probably about every board, meat board, or anything else in livestock you want to talk about. He's been a board of directors member 3 times. He's been a president of a board, president of the Minnesota Livestock Association, and on. They've been seed stock producers of the year, and I could go on a long time, but on top of that, he's one of the best guys that you'll ever meet in your life. A great cattleman and a great familyman and a good friend. I'd like for you to join me in a round of applause for our host, Mr. Leonard Wulf. Leonard?
I'd like to say again, I welcome you all and appreciate you being here. And the limousine cattle have worked good for us. We feed a lot of them. We enjoy them. We're still in the business, and I hope they can do a good job for you.
Leonard Fonsol Wulf was born to Albert and Maria Knobloch Wulf on March 25, 1926, in rural Larchwood, Iowa. He grew up in a family with 5 boys and 5 girls. He attended school until 8th grade, an age to leave school suitable at that time for a lad with intentions and connections to farming as a career. Content with his life in Iowa, he worked hard, visited with relatives, played checkers, and rode horse for recreation. In 1948, Violet Luthi from Morris, Minnesota appeared on the scene in Larchwood to assist her cousin as a nanny. This cousin was married to Leonard's brother. Just over a year later, on February 3, 1949, Violet Luthi and Leonard Wulf were married in Morris, Minnesota, a marriage which continued for 54 years. The partnership for life these two enjoyed created an impressive family and business to support them. From their union, a total of 11 children were born, along with 51 grandchildren and 55 great-grandchildren by 2013. Family was the second most important thing to Leonard Wulf after God. The direction and role modeling he gave to his family became his legacy. By training his family in the business while providing an example in his faith, his life's motto became a shared one.
Dad always had work for us. He thought that was one of the keys to success in life, was have a big family and put them to work. He also thought that the best way to get good help was raise it. We didn't go a lot of places. Where we did one occasion for sure every Sunday was to church, and that was the days before seat belts and car seats, so we just kind of piled 10 kids in one car, and some of us were laying in the back window and some of us sitting on each other's laps, but usually we'd get from point A to point B.
Leonard was an active church member. His commitment included taking on the chairmanship of the Apostolic Christian Church building project in 1966, which had a $360,000 goal. He also taught Sunday school for 12 years and served as trustee for 6.
Church was very important to my dad, and we went every Sunday as a family. His favorite music to listen to was church hymns. He loved to socialize with his church friends, especially after church, as we would end up waiting a long time in the car for him because we were oftentimes the last people to leave.
The family was raised to be a part of the business while practicing their faith and the values of good citizenship.
But he never quit learning, and he said there was only 2 ways to increase your knowledge, and one was by the things you read, and the other was the people you meet. The other thing Dad taught us was never be envious of someone that has more than you. He said rather rub shoulders with those people. Those are the people that can teach you something in life.
Leonard's selection of the limousine breed began in 1970 after researching 7 different breeds and their carcass data. As the herd improved, along with Leonard's reputation, the Wulf Limousine Farm became known as one of the best registered limousine breeding operations in the nation, producing quality beef for consumers and genetically superior cattle for customers building their own herds. The improvements were made by sending 16,000 to 17,000 head of cattle to commercial feedlots in the Midwest to compare the limousine cross's performance with other breeds. Wulf's research and practices led the business to use artificial insemination to improve the herd. When it came to selection and culling, Leonard utilized a 30-point rating system which evaluated structural correctness and family history of each animal. This research and evaluation approach to the beef business led to many requests for learning at the Wulf Farm operation. 4-H and FFA youth, as well as college livestock judging teams, were fortunate to get a chance to practice judge on a Wulf cattle lineup. Over the years, Leonard's home and farm hosted more than 45 foreign exchange students and U.S. college interns looking for the experience provided by such an operation. He was a powerful collaborator, a kickback no doubt to that motto of helping others get what they want out of life. Each year, 3,000 to 4,000 cattle were provided to Laura's Lean Beef, a branded beef program promoting healthy and lean beef. Leonard was instrumental in initiating the beef industry's work with the Minnesota Heart Health Institute at the University of Minnesota. A commendation letter from the University of Minnesota had this to say about Leonard.
Because of his insight and involvement, health groups and state beef councils are today working together to promote diets that include lean red meat and beef as a positive contribution to a balanced diet.
With knowledge and success come admiration and leadership opportunities. Leonard's were many. He filled roles on local business boards for the telephone company, the elevators, and co-op boards. He was a leader in the West Central Cattlemen's Association, the Minnesota Beef Council, the North American Limousine Foundation, the Minnesota State Cattlemen's Association, the National Beef Cattlemen's Association, and Beef Improvement Association. In 1987, he served his first term as the North American Limousine Association president. Awards kept coming. The Limousine Hall of Fame Award in 2000, the Minnesota Livestock Breeders Hall of Fame, and the prestigious Seal Prize for Excellence in Agriculture, where he was awarded the Production Agriculture Laureate Award in 2002, which included a $50,000 check. Leonard said, "Don't even put my name on the check. Use it for scholarships at the University of Minnesota." When it came to personal life decisions, Leonard was as astute as his business decisions. He and Violet decided to build a home in the city of Morris, breaking ground for it in 1999. Violet and Leonard celebrated their 50th anniversary in this new home with over 500 guests attending. In 1999, he was diagnosed with leukemia. He approached even this experience with the perspective of research and strength. He was accepted into a trial program at Oregon.
My dad was obviously not excited to hear that he had leukemia, but he was very willing to fight the battle. And my brother heard about a research by Dr. Kruger out in Oregon, and he applied for my dad to be part of it. And since he had such a big family and so many people cared about him, he was accepted into the research. And because of that research, he would travel with my mom out to Oregon, and he got the opportunity to be on the drug Glivec, which prolonged his life for, they think, probably about 2 more years.
His final dealing with family, with friends, and with strangers remained true to one of his life mottos: live like you are going to die tomorrow and plan like you are going to live forever. The legacy of this single man, put on earth to be an example and also to be an enormous success, is still summarized by his own saying, "God first, family second, and then work." His lifelong credo became his final words: "Give God all the credit."
Clouds of white and the brightness